Hello, this is Enchanted, and welcome back to Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. So today, we are going to start exploring the next dungeon. I have bought a bunch of items, as just to make sure we're completely going to be fine when it comes to having items and things like that. Setting on desktop audio a bit just to avoid it drowning me out. There we go. So let's head back to the beehive to get our honey, shall we? I've switched back to the blob for reasons. There's two just a shortcut back. Okay. I don't remember exactly which one gets me to the actual beehive. Been a while since I've been here. This area is quite a maze. Which is why it's kind of a pain to get through in the... There it is. Yeah, I've just left. Here we are. Made our way back. You may notice the music's a little bit scuffed right now. And the Queen's missing. This is not a good sign. This way is just somewhere I've been before, so let's just ignore that for now and focus on what's happened to this beehive. We need somewhere to store the honey, and as you can see, the bees are not doing too well right now. This is where the true nature of Jimmy the Pulsating Mass's major themes of corruption come in. At least begin to become a problem. And this is why I'm glad I gave Buck the first aid spell so that he can heal if needed. Just checking to see if there's anything in any of these, but I don't believe there is. Nope. So we've got the beehive. Let's move on. Not the beehive, the honey pot rather. Yeah, some of these bees are a real mess right now. They are not doing well at all. And Jimmy's not doing too well either, so this is why I made sure to bring plenty of healing items. Let's just get rid of this guy. Because now we're a lot safer. Just to protect Jimmy a little, let's guard ourselves. Luckily, these worker bees have very low defense, which is very nice because they do a lot of damage. I've mainly got the this form equipped because it's best for dealing with well, it gives you extra defense, and the more defense we have, the safer we are. Yeah, something bad has very clearly happened here. I like how the enemies are named after different types of bees as well, like the worker bees and the drones. That's quite cool. But the drones, of course, can make us feel sick, because of course they can. Look at them. They are disgusting. Luckily the drones are very weak. Also, I did get something for status effects as well, which are the vitamins, which can heal things like sick. And luckily they're only casting that on Buck, which is very nice. We're using items mostly so that we can save on MP and everything like that. Kinda got lucky here, the World God's gonna be asleep for 3 turns. Well, until we hit him anyway. Let's see what we can do to even this score. I'm just gonna guard because of this combat stance. It seems like a good move. Yeah, that was a very good move. That would have been disastrous if that had hit us. It's interesting that everyone seems to be focusing their attacks on Jimmy, at least this particular character anyway. This is one of the first major difficulty spikes of the game as well, because as you can see these enemies are a lot harder than what we're used to. They do quite a lot of damage and have quite a lot of health and defense. But then again, this is a mini boss, so that would be expected. But he's nearly gone now. We've got a little extra defense, that's nice. Quite like all the random B parts lying around as well. They really sell the idea that this place has not gone well. Whatever this corruption is has really set in and caused quite an enormous mess. And also it's very dark as well, which really enhances the atmosphere. Ooh, but I have got a new item. Greatly increases Jimmy's attack, which will be very helpful for this particular area, because Jimmy's not doing much right now. This is why it's important to explore very thoroughly, so we can get items like that and get ourselves a little extra oomph, because now Jimmy's doing the same damage as Buck, which is very awesome. And yeah, things are getting worse now. The bees are starting to literally eat each other. I really like this whole section of the game because it's a really cool idea. And it really sells the whole zombie bee thing really well, as well. Quite like the really creepy music as well, and the weird skulls and like fetuses in the background. It's very, very earthbound in a lot of ways. That's obviously part of the intent. But now we're doing quite a bit more damage. quite like as well that the bee sting actually changes the attack animation as well. That's a very clever little bit of design, really. And of course you can see the god's actually attacking himself because he's currently severely hampered psychologically. This whole situation has really screwed him up. And yeah, he's just hurting himself now as well, which is... it really sells the whole idea of everything here being wrong. Nothing here is working the way it should. The bees are attacking each other and themselves. This whole hive used to be a, like, a monument to teamwork. And it's now become just a nightmare. All these weird cocoons everywhere as well that shouldn't really exist because that's not how bees work. So clearly something's happening here. I quite like it some of these were actually teratomas as well, and like some of these bees are kind of coughing up. At this point now we've reached bees that are coughing up their own organs essentially. They're kind of crawling out of their own skin, which is a really cool visual idea. But yeah, this is the reason to always get as many items as you can before a dungeon like this, because it's very helpful to protect your own MP reserves and not have to worry about us using as much Coca-Cola, for example. Because Coca-Cola is a lot more expensive than that's on a log. We've got some extra defense as well, which is very nice. So before we go north, because that's obviously the direction we're meant to go in, we'll go east and see what there is over here too. Ooh, a nice table. That's pleasant. In an otherwise very unpleasant situation. But yeah, I'm not really planning on keeping Jimmy as the blob for the entirety of the level, just so we can get a bunch of defense points from leveling up as the blob. That's the main reason really, but this guard now is completely in their right mind, which makes them a lot more dangerous. They have no stats effects to worry about, so they can fight effectively, which is a very fun way of extending the whole idea of like increasing the difficulty of the dungeon, having this be actually be fully aware of itself and actually able to fight effectively, as opposed to the other bees that are just lashing out. We're going to switch to the flower form so that we can use group healing attacks like Sunshine. Not so, oh, Sunshine, oh, Undead. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, very useful to have that on. So we're going to leave the Sunflower on for now, because that Undead attack, the ability to take out the Undead is going to make things very effective here. It's going to be very helpful. So we've got the extra defense from the blob, and now we have a really powerful attack that we haven't wasted MP using on random drones. Just in time for the boss fight too. Yeah, what the Queen was saying there is actually quite interesting because of the certain line and how it relates to basically the entire situation we're currently in. She hates every mole and mark crawling its way up our back. That's a very specific line. It's also a very interesting one. You can expect these pupils are going to become something else. They're going to hatch. And that's kind of the main thing with them, but it's not really much to worry about with that because she'll generally just make a new one anyway, but let's at least take one of them out. Try and slow her a little bit as well, because that'll be helpful. We'll take out one of the drones so that it can't be piling up with damage. So for now we're going to focus on having Jimmy heal Comforting Smile to get everyone's health a little bit back. Yeah, that's why it's not really worth taking out the pupas, because they'll just make new ones. So let's more focus on killing this Queen Bee as fast as we possibly can using our magnificent combos. I do like as well that she's basically killing her own pupas as well. It's quite clever, really. So Jimmy quickly lose a vitamin so that Bob won't keep, well, dying. Luckily though, these guys are actually very bad for her. Because now they're biting her. This is why I bought the alarm clock. Let's just see what happens here, shall we? Barely made it, but we beat her. Yeah, this is where the game has a massive difficulty spike. These are difficult fights. Yeah, at least Buck's in on that. He's fully aware that this is very not good. But luckily we've got an emergency exit though, so... Let's collect our honey. We don't want to forget that and have to come all the way back through here. That would be terrible. And now we've got our honey. Let us get out of here, shall we? Yeah, that's a pretty intense situation. So let's head home with our honey, shall we? First though, just to make sure nothing happens, because I can't remember, I'm going to quickly go to Smile just to recover, because we are badly beaten up after that fight. We barely got through that with the skin of our teeth. And let's also put all this money in the bank as well. $416, that's quite a lot. Especially at this point in the game. There we are. But I do quite like how well balanced the game is. We barely beat that level, but we were able to still beat it. It was difficult and it was intense, but we got through it. Which is why I quite like this game, because it knows how to balance difficulty rather well. Gammy's pretty interesting. We'll see why shortly, but we don't really see any other way out of here, do we? Except this weird beeping sound, but that's irrelevant. Time for us to use our only real way out of here and group our way into this drain. Gami is clearly a representation from her name of Jimmy's grandmother. The state she's currently in, though, we'll get some idea of why she's like that and what it means. Yeah, this is why I made sure to heal, because I had a feeling... Yeah, his book's broken part. Yeah, I had a feeling we'd need it. These were level 3 security doors, and we can't get into level 3 security doors, so... These little mobile alarms are quite cute. I find them quite funny. But of course that's not as funny. That's a lot nastier. Yeah, we want to be very careful with those robots. That's why I'm glad that I put all my money in the bank. There's not much we can do about those robots, though. So now we know that's going to happen. Let's try and escape instead, because we cannot deal with those death bots. As you can see, they're instant death. They are something we just can't deal with. So what we can do is explore and try to avoid them. Yeah, this is Helga's mother, so our maternal grandmother. It's not just an ecosystem. Yeah, it appears that Gami is essentially just a computer, according to what Lars just said, and the fact that she only really seems to appear like that. I'm glad I got the alarm clocks. Also, the Buddy Bee Honey actually increases all of our stats by 1, but we won't be using that yet. At least we won't lose anything though, if we do get killed off and alarmed. I don't think we're wearing a collar right now. So yeah, clearly the puzzle here is to talk to all of these terminals. I do quite like that the main thing of this dungeon is just appease Gami. She wants to spend time with us. So let's spend time with her by talking to her. That's just rude. So we just need to find all the terminals that haven't turned black yet. And there we go, now we can actually go somewhere. Let's see what happens. Apparently nothing, that's a shame. So let's go to the one door we can access here, this one. Got lucky there. I quite like the running thing that clearly something is making these people try to affect him negatively, but they just can't bring themselves to stick to it. Like the biker earlier, Punch Tanaka, but also Gami as well. She's got a prime directive to force us to stay here, but she doesn't want to. We don't really need to keep healing though, because I'm kind of wasting items and stuff like that by healing all the time, because there's not really much here that we can do except for escape these alarms and or die. I'm going to stick with him because he has a more effective fleeing mechanism. Just double check to see if any other screens have turned back on. I don't think they have, I just want to make sure. I think we actually need to do. It's been a long time since I played this part of the game, so I've completely forgotten about this part, to be honest. Yay, now we can use level 1 doors. Awesome. I do quite like as well, we're basically just gradually making Gami feel better about us being here, essentially. Yeah, this is why I switched to him, for a clean getaway. So we can always escape those things. Yeah, it seems Hans may well be, or have been, Yami's late husband. I think. Again, it's been a long time, so I've completely forgotten the exact details of everyone's relationship. I've completely forgotten Hans even existed. We need level 3 access. I do like as well that different things have different names. Whoops. That was a mistake. Yeah, let's not do that again. Let's see what the other ones say though. Cleaning protocol. Completely forgotten about that actually. It's quite a funny way of using the slime. And of course that's why it's all slimy down here as well. It's a bit of a, not quite foreshadowing, but a bit of a clue. Level 1. Oh, he's the nerdy guy again. I like him. Yeah, but again, no real reason to worry about dying here because all we do is end up back at our cell with full health again. It's not really much to worry about, so why waste items like I have been, like an idiot. I do like the return of the nerdy guy though, he's fun. Now we know how to get there. Not this way, the other way. We probably could kill some of those alarms before they rattle off the thing, but I don't want to risk it because those drones can do a lot of damage very quickly, as you can see, as you have seen. Like the nerdy goon, he's cute. Whoops! But this one's a severely damaged one, we might be able to handle him. Let's try something. We confused him. May not have been a good start. But because we've confused him, we seem to be doing quite a lot of... we seem to have somewhat evened the playing field. I do like that he's also hurting himself now with the electricity and everything as well, that's quite fun. At the very least he can't instant kill us anymore, which is very nice. Although the rampage can be quite dangerous. Let's go back to flowers so we can heal the whole party. Cool thing is though, because Buck died, he actually was able to use Magnificent Combo basically immediately, which is very fun. And due to his confusion as well, the robot's now attacking himself, which is very nice. I do quite like how destroying the wires has completely ruined this robot. It's quite satisfying really, given the amount of trouble his friends have been giving us. Nearly down. And then we have defeated the robot. Got a lot of experience for it too. And we've also got a new movement way. We've got somewhere new to go too. She's right, Lars is a very kind boy. Here, of course, we're seeing the rooms we couldn't go in. This was Jimmy's room, we've already seen that, but now we can see Lars, Helga, and Al. Calling him that because I can't remember if it's Bert or Fred. I think it's Albert. And here we have an information guy. Of course, he got caught too. Seemingly empty corridor. Can't go into the viewports though. Stick with this form because this, of course, is the form that has the escape. You may have remembered the doghouse attached to the house. I think we can guess who composed that, can't we? Seems Legato has kind of fallen apart. We've got a switch that's stuck here as well. That'll be for later. Yeah, we've already seen Mr. Mouse's childhood home. This is his current home. Well, his preferred home is the home he made for himself. I like the grotto, it's a pretty interesting little area. I quite like all the musical instrument people as well. Can't go in this little greenhouse though. Can't leave the town either. So let's save it for now, and then I will see you next time as we explore the grotto, now that we've finished the first major chapter of the game. Goodbye. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and check out my Patreon as well. Speaking of, thank you to James Rossi for supporting me on Patreon.